There you go, much better. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I remember really what to do. I think... Fuck, we have talked... Right, I thought I was looking for a box, but I haven't found any box yet. Should we go somewhere else? I'm gonna go somewhere else. Yeah, we're talking to her. We talked to her about 3D prints. Move. Let's move it, move it. Let's go... I don't think there is anything on the hospital, but let's go there just for safety reason. Nope, nothing. Okay, so let's leave that. Also, I'm gonna give myself some more music. There we go. Okay, she's not there. I'm gonna check. Is there any updates? No. Just checking for updates. Just checking for updates because, like, I have no idea really what I'm doing other than looking for a box. And if you're wondering still what I'm looking at, I'm just looking at the thing again. Also, I don't think I'm gonna have my things here right now. Ooh. Yeah, and also I have a timer for that now. Nice. I'm gonna take away my those things now. I only mostly have those on special events and stuff. Sure, it is a special event with thought of it being a charity streams. But I mean, like, special big ones. Like last Saturday, that was a good one. Sometimes I really do wonder if you're still here, or how tired are you? I get the feeling you're absolutely knackered. Nothing here. Okay, let's go in here then. I'm gonna go in here again. I'm gonna see... okay, so I'm gonna wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna present something. I'm gonna present... this? What's happening then? But is that... What the fuck am I saying? Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest?
Yes, my latest story. It is called The Hound of Baskerville.
It's kind of fun. I've always forgot to, like, alright, I've got the voices, even though I just think about it before the stream. Most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating. And, I don't suppose. Oh my god, I completely forgot it does that. I really hate that. Would there be any mention of my humble self in the tale in this time?
Good question. I can't really remember.
I see. Well, why would you, your ladyship? I'll just wait. Await its publication with eager anticipation. You don't need to worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing any particularly remarkable. Looking to be arrested, sunshine? I didn't mean it like that. Even if I did, you wouldn't have... If I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? True. Already showed that off. Also, I don't know why I'm really not reading. I'm tired because I was trying to force myself to sleep, but my brother was just bothering me, so I couldn't sleep. And then I went to get some water and looked at the time, and I realized, oh fuck, he's streaming today, isn't he? Oh yeah, Jesus. That's not the easiest. Like yesterday, I was up rather late as well because I was playing Phasmophobia with Dariel and others. Dariel and company. It was pretty fun. But I was rather knackered this morning. But yeah, I can absolutely understand that. This was the one, right? Oh, she's Alba August right now is singing. Apparently she's singing said goodbyes too many times, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna show off any of the music. Because I don't want to be goddamn stamped. I don't know what to say, so I'm just saying stamped. Copywritten, I don't know what. Yes, this I already know of. Because he has already the ticket. No, not the ticket, he has the one with the overcoat. But she was given the overcoat, and there was another redemption ticket on it. Oh my god, I really hate when he does that. But there is one for a small box. And I'm pretty certain we already discussed this. Yes, we did. Okay. The problem is I've not found a box like that. Right now I don't have my own camera actually popping off, so I can see like everything now. But there is like no unmarked area right around here. Also, it is for sale because it's already after the 30th of April. So in retrospect, it should be here. Is it retrospect? I don't know. Okay, examine. Okay, so we've already examined everything here. Well, always getting tired when am I gonna start streaming? I like to stream, it's not that boring. And also, welcome humble viewer to the stream I'm holding. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have up some music help stream in the background. The thing I am helping out with, which is down there. Or at least I'm collecting 4. It's not like I'm assisting, but I'm collecting 4 of them. That's what the charity is for. This is a Swedish event from the Swedish radio. Also, bro, I really hate my Wi-Fi. Like 5 days ago, because internet fully cut out in like Saturday afternoon to last Sunday evening. Jesus. It is just, bro, even my internet's telling me to stop watching you for a bit and get some early sleep. But the question is, am I gonna do it? Oh, the biggest question in life, apparently. So yeah, I have for those who doesn't know, I have the main thing in the background here, so I'm gonna just show that off. There's not gonna be any music because I don't want to be copywritten. Oh, what the fuck is happening here? Just because I do that, it does that. Okay, fun. Oh, bah! Fucking hell. This is like the... what the fuck? Did it just move? Oh, fuck it. That is literally the main thing. That was... I'm gonna be honest, I'm so bad with names. I have no idea. What is that? The only thing I see is the title, keep inside the square, and I already collected like 13,000 Swedish kronor, which is around $1,300. I can understand that. I can see that on chat. So I have the little stream here in the background. Just try seeing the main event. They went into the square, the little box yesterday, and they're gonna be there for a week now, eating nothing but soup. This is not even a joke. They've done that for years. They don't eat anything but soup. If I didn't have like school and stuff and actually would plan shit, I would do something like as spectacular as that as well, more or less. But the only thing I can do now is my nice small stream. Speaking of small, there is gonna probably be an hour longer, like I have said before, because of the charity thing. What am I looking for? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking for a small box, I think, and I have not found anything yet. I don't think... What am I looking for? I have been everywhere, checked everything. I'm just like going around here doing nothing like I did last time, I feel like. You're saying that your brain is pee pee poo poo. I like my brain right now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm looking for a small box, but there is no small box here. I'm talking to everyone. I'm seeing everything. What am I gonna do here then? I'm pretty certain I'm already talking to her enough. The way they can identify difference in people's bloodline is like amazing. You really are a genius, Iris.
I know. I am. If Hurley and I can put our minds to it, we could really shake up Britain's chemists and alchemists. And you could shake up Japan's lawyers and judges, could you, Miss Naruto?
Oh, for sure. And if I didn't intend to. So that's literally just a small thing. The bus? What are you talking about the bus? I'm just checking the red square, which is like a little announcement thing. What's he doing? Is it? What does he have on a stick? Hold on. What is that? Okay, if we're gonna go do an extra hour of stream, then I'll need to stay to 3 AM to watch the whole stream. You like, it's nice to have you here, but sometimes you really need to have to sleep. Also, I'm trying to figure out what that guy does, because it looks like he's cleaning or something, but at the same time he's holding a stick with something on it. I don't know what the hell that is. What is that? Is it like spray painting? I get a feeling it might spray paint, but I don't know. What is he doing? Hold on. What is that? Wait, hold on, I have to check what the fuck this is. No. Oh, he's painting on a wall with a stick. Yo, that looks sick. Hold on, I'm gonna show you people. It's gonna be very small, but fuck it. It's painting with that little stick. I get that sick looking. That's nice. I probably have to find a goddamn help here right now, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. What am I doing? Iris, you're so smart. What are we doing? I have to check out, because I don't know. That's cool. It's painting on a wall. That really wants me to get the King Spray game for the Oculus Quest 2, which is literally just a spray painting game. Because I don't really want to spray paint anywhere, because I'm not good at it. And also, it's probably difficult to actually find places to do that and keep it actually painted or something like that. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles walkthrough. Okay. Is this a good one? Because sometimes they say tutorial, but it's just like, look at this! This is nothing that has to do with anything. What the fuck is this? Oh god. Wait, where the fuck am I? What is this? Okay, that's that. Part 2. Part 3. Okay, that's Unbreakable Speckled Bound. Okay, that's not it. Runaway, Avenger Clouded Kokoro. The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story, that would be something. But yeah, I decided to do an extra hour just because it's charity stream. So that's why. So sorry if it's gonna be late, but because it's not easy for me to do it earlier because of school and stuff, it's easier to make it later. Okay, part 3. Talk to Iris, Hutch Pawn Shop, the big ass Gregson. Detention Center, Gina Lestrade, added white cat picture. Examine picture, yes. Updated white cat picture, deposit, okay. Angtender, Detention Center, Gina Lestrade, added written request, yes. Calendar, stereoscope, shelf, and music box. Evidence added, blood sample. Left desk, back door. Talk to Iris Watson. Added cat 2, cat picture. Updated white cat picture 2, deposit recipe code, deposit recipe code. And deposit. Talk to Iris. Evidence added, white cat picture. Examine white cat picture 2, blood on the back. I have to check this, what the fuck. Am I missing something? I believe I might just miss something. Hold on. Haven't we already fucking examined these things? Hello? Oh, no, apparently not. One gentleman's overcoat. Okay, so apparently I missed this. I didn't think that was particularly interesting because of that. I don't know, I'm that kind of person, except for when I'm like trying to find tutorials and schoolwork, where they just try to look big brain and doesn't explain anything at all. Literally, most of the tutorials I've found lately has literally just been, hello, I can do this very complicated thing I'm trying to show you, but I'm not gonna explain how to do it, even though it's a tutorial. Like, oh good god. So how am I like that? I have no idea. I'm fairly mostly a very calm person. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, and that's all I can do. I'm a calm person. Sometimes I feel I'm taking it very too chill. You mean the whole tutorial thing? Yeah, I would say it's mostly just flexing, because like I'm trying to understand how to do like D3D programming, which like not really the easiest with thought of us not knowing anything of it, which is hella fun trying to do a project using it. But yes, like when you ever check someone who's actually using it, it's literally just like, I don't know, twice as much code. I don't understand why. Yeah, I know it's blood. I would say it's from a gloved finger. Also, almost certainly a glove made of leather.
Well, don't worry, Bruno. You can leave the rest to me.
Poof! Whose blood is that? Oh, that's new blood, so it must probably be... Oh, what are they doing? Oh, they're still in the rowing place. Canoe club. It was, holy crap, that's a very old club. It's like made from 1937. It was actually started. Look at that.
Yes, that's color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although, it would be nicer to find out whose blood those different colors correspond to at some point.
I think that is Mr. McGilded. It's so nice I can actually read the text now. It's hella big for me, but I can read it from here now without having complications. Bro, you played on Board Game Arena or whatever it's called just last stream. Yeah, I did. Because I did a, I don't know, around a 10-hour stream. And because I didn't want to start with Sekiro, I just thought, like, what the hell am I gonna do? So first I started playing on Steam, played some Skype. And then Turtle Girl gave the idea Board Game Arena, so I thought, like, why not? Also, I got the premium one, which is, I'm gonna be honest, very cheap, and played some of the premium games. So yes. Then after that, I got a bit to Splitgate, but I felt like, nah, I didn't want to do that. So when it was around 5, I got back to playing some Sekiro. I managed to finish Sekiro, and then I played some Shantae Half Genie Hero.
Oh, you had an idea, haven't you?
Yeah, unfortunately that happened. I would have done something like that just because it was charity stream, but yeah, I was more or less wondering what you were up to that day, but internet, geez, you're not the only one that had problem with that, because apparently Miss Valkyrie had problem with that. I think I do. Because apparently she was having problem with the internet, and then she was going to transport over to one of her other accounts, and nothing happened. So I checked the chat later on because I kept it up for safety reason, and apparently they had a blackout. The electricity just blacked out, and they had got run on their solar panel, apparently. So that was why. So you're not the only one that had problems with internet lately. But yeah, I know the pain. I absolutely know the pain. I have been there. And you know I've been there, because there are sometimes I've not been capable of streaming because of it. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction.
That's right. I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well? You first, Runo. Who do you think it belongs to?
Can I choose everyone? Alright, I believe that the blood is from Magnus McGilded. Yes, after all, this redemption ticket belonged to him. Oh no, wait, I don't think it's that. But yeah, so sad that happened. But internet is internet, especially depending on where people are. I know the feeling. I know it well, too well. Also, I think I managed to miss-say. I think it's actually the other person. Yeah. I'm gonna skip this because I was mistaken. It was not from that. It was not from him. It was from what he had done. I know who it is. I know it is. After being a bit of a... There we go. Tries Fried Mason. Because he was the one bleeding.
You don't sound very sure of yourself. The way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. Oh. I just see like small screens of everyone using the Duo app. To explain the Duo app, it's like if you, for example, watch a TV show for like many answers, like questions and stuff, you can play together with your family on the app and like check how much points you get together or against your family. So apparently the Swedish television is using it for more or less everything. For example, showing off every person using the Duo app. And apparently I see a horse. No, it's a cow. It's a cow, it's a dog, it's a dog, it's a dog, it's a... Well, it's a stuffed monkey. But it's a cow. Yes, I can see a cow there.
The victim of the omnibus case. Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Trisfire Mason.
Even the red square just say, "Hi, cows." I do love, I'm not the only one just losing the cows on that screen.
Was left on the ticket 2 months ago.
Yes, I think it was. Drina brought this ticket here to Winterbanks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at that time.
There's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else seems to be coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night.
Oh yeah, he was. Now if you ask... how... Fuck, I cannot do this voice again. Sorry, cows again. Now if you ask, you say, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach?
I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. I don't know why, but like the first sentence, I couldn't really get the whole Irish thing on. I don't even know if I can. I'm doing a good Irish sound, to be honest. Sound. Yeah, Irish just doesn't talk, they make sound. No, but an Irish speech. I don't know. It certainly does. Oh, it certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Miss McGilder had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body. From which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belongs to the victim, Mr. Mason. It's not a hoodoo. You sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. Yes, I think you're right, Bruno. Very well. Let's make a note of this. I don't know why this actually was helpful, to be honest. Other than we got another blood analysis, but okay. Well, we got an update now, so I found what I missed. I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Winterback set such a wicked trap? It's not a trap, it's just every clock just struck 12. I doubt he's set up to scare anyone. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh. Oh. Oh god, just because I did that sound, I just realized the last time when Susato here asked me to whip it out. Technically we were talking about a picture that I have in the inventory, but just a sentence "whip it out" was just like, what the fuck did you just say? Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you will be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Yeah, we literally just got signed the document to be able to look around. If you want us to not be like her defendant, then she's just gonna rip it apart, the paper. We told her she could rip up the representation paper if she didn't want to be her lawyer. Really? Did I say that? Okay. The deadline of submitting the paperwork is fast approaching. In that case, we better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. Good, at least I get some updates. The worst part is that, like, when I've done everything and have no updates, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do now? Let's go to prison. Yeah, Gina, good. You're back. Let me guess, you're gonna whip out the... No, she's not. I thought she was gonna use the grenade launcher. She's not. Oh, they're still rowing. They're still rowing. Oh god. The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, this is the wrong voice. Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful? Eh? Oh, didn't bother me. Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate our window banks. Oh, right. You want to rip them apart? Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been very ever so busy. What's the point in asking? I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. Like, what the fuck? Some other people are right now in the square. I don't know who though. I won't change what everyone's saying that I did it. That's not. Gina, we came to ask for your final decision. Eh? What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Miss Naruto to represent you. Right. I see. She really lost her fight all of a sudden. Yeah, kinda. I know what that feels like. Well, let's just talk to her. Oh, god damn it, can Hey, what? I have no idea what's going on here. I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about there. Yo! Hakotore! Welcome! Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna do this as well. Wrong one. Oh, god damn it. Oh! There we go. I just have to do that. Also, if you're wondering what I'm watching sometimes when I look at that side, it's either the chat or I'm watching the Musikhjälpen, the music help. Because the little event that I am more or less collecting for right now, as you can see down in the corner with a little heart there, is actually has actually a main event. Oh, what's that? Apparently, so you can actually bid for having to be in a, I don't know, on a raft on a stream or something. Okay, that's an odd thing. About 600 Swedish kronor or something. It's kind of fun to just watch. So the main event is literally just some computer workers and 3 radio hosts. And the radio host is gonna be in their little square glass office in the middle of the street for a week now, and it started yesterday. And again, they're gonna be in there, talk to people, do some events, and they're not gonna do anything other than eating soup. They're not gonna eat anything else other than soup. They're gonna be in there for a week. Oh, apparently there's gonna be some play in the little box there. That's nice. You're not gonna have any sort of sound on or anything like that because copyright shit. I'm just gonna have it there because it's literally the Swedish television, which is like, it doesn't cost anything anyway. So come on then, fill us in. We've done it. Unfortunately, we don't know that yet. You'll say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Miss Narahudu and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish. Yeah, I'm also trying to do voices for this one. Jesus. Yeah, like what? Well, for example, the reason for you being in here in the first place. I think I know why you broke into the Windy Banks that night. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to show her. I'm gonna just present it calmly because I cannot do the other option. It's not an option for me. There we go. She was looking for that because she didn't trust that Holmes actually kept it safe in the pawnbrokery. So she actually broke in there to just check if it was there or not. The manuscript of Iris' latest story. Oh, right. Well, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windybags show no sign of being ransacked for item of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this manuscript. Jesus. Me and reading sometimes. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night. You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Why don't you tell us what happened, please? I don't think I've ever seen her just freak out like that and just lose her hat. We already have the representation papers and other documents we need. All we have to do is hand them over to the court clerk. That is, if you allow me to represent you in court tomorrow. Nah, don't bother. Ginny, wrap him up and chuck him, would ya? Them representation paper or whatever they call it. He's selling fancy enough to have a bin. So what will you do in court tomorrow? I'll be filing me on. I don't think you will be. I don't know why. I don't feel like I cannot do the voice as I used to. For some reason, I don't know what's going on here right now. Look, it does not matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. This is one stubborn pickpocket. Yeah, so she's just a pickpocket. It's kind of fun because there is like a lot of just Sherlock Holmes things in here. For example, we have Sherlock Holmes instead. And instead of Dr. Watson, we have Iris, but her father's name I don't remember. It was something, but I think it was like Dr. something. And then instead of a Detective Lestrade, we have a Gina Lestrade. Not a Detective G. Lestrade, we have a Gina Lestrade, which is actually a pickpocket and not a cop this time. Which is actually very funny. I'm gonna play for something. What's going on? Is that like too fast, that thing? Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can slow it down a bit. Where is it? There it is. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Log in. Thank you. I feel like it just popped up there out of no reason, so I'm just gonna do it a bit slower. Alright, yeah. This basketball story, it's the latest Sholmes I've had, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I think it's gonna be worth a fair piece of silver, right? Ah, you would not do that at all. You would not do that at all, I know that. Timers. Do that. Interval per minute. I'm gonna do like 10 minutes. Thank you, save. I'm gonna take that down. That's kind of distracting, to be honest. Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds. What? So you intended to sell Iris' manuscript, did you? No, Ginny, how could you? What? Wait, no, I know. But I wasn't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was to find out if the manuscript or whatever you call it really wasn't there or not. That's the only reason I was in the place. For Iris' sake, isn't that right? You really have problems saying it, haven't you? I do believe she has. Just checking a bit. I'm just wondering if I have some bots around there. I knew you would do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it. It's so strange when they actually look at me, not like at her. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before. Yeah, so she's just talking about him being a liar and actually sold the thing and did not store it. Just checking what was happening there. So this is, but most of the flashbacks I am not gonna really do voices. I don't really do that because we've done that before. So she believes that he might hide them now and then here and there, but else it doesn't really do much. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you. And yes, she has like just nicknames for everyone. Alright, alright. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. We're gonna change. No, we're not gonna change. We're actually gonna get another one here. It wasn't because of Iris. Don't know why I did it. Just want to know the truth, that's all. For some reason, like each time I just see something in the corner of my eye, it's just like, oh, is something happening? No, it's not. You want to know if Mr. Scholz was being honest. If he really deposited the manuscript at Windbanks. Just like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris' lot ain't like mine. He's got her dad, only she can't see him. I'm a reckon that's gotta be harder. You don't know how hard that's gonna be. Me and her to the left, just she here knows something about her father. And when she writes her stories, they're about her dad, really. What does it sound like to me, anyway? Last night, when I was just listening to what you were saying. Stories about my dad, about daddy, about daddy. You mean they're not like adventures of great detective, so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I hate all this chummy nonsense, do you hear? I hate it. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Because if I don't trust no one can let you down. I don't know why, but why does it feel like I have to just push the other two girls towards her and make sure they actually hug her? I get the feeling she just need us for some reason. I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable right there on the... Yeah, blood, right? Or some very suspicious red stains. Well, will you look at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. You mean blood? Do you want to see some blood? Because apparently I'm gonna be a badass enough to show it. Those stains in the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? Blood, Miss Naruto? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be the blood splatter from Mr. Winterbanks when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. It's just gonna just puff it. Just gonna poof, poof and puff. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else. Yeah? Take it easy, Iris. Don't move, Ginny. I'm going to shoot. Okay, so where and what color? Oh, purple. Oh, Jesus. Wait, who had purple again? I do love, like, oh, I think I see some blood on your sleeves. The whole goddamn coat is, like, covered in this shit. Oh, my. What the? What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the hell? The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. I think that's why I wanted to deposit the overcoat, because it had blood on it. And the blood has reacted with a chemical to turn a purple color. Hold on, I'm gonna check the record here. So green is probably Sholmes, blue is Mr. Winterbank, and this was, yeah, so it is Tri-Fried Mason. So we now know that it's his blood. But I do love that we literally is going through someone that, like, first of all, the guy who did it is already dead. And that's literally his overcoat. Yes. Now let's see, who had the purple blood? Ah, yes, it was the brickmaker, Miss Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. omnibus. What are you all about, the victim? What do you mean? Did you remember? You were there. It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Miss Naruto, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who's really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Oi, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling Alpha's story. Okay, so we're gonna talk to you instead, apparently. The truth of the omnibus case, he killed him. We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilda's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said he's in his testimony. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give a man a hand. I mostly just do voices with that one because I kinda like that one. But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stage wouldn't have arisen from Mr. McGillis trying to pull the victim to his feet. No. If that was what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over McGilda's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. Yikes. I tried to run from the truth for long enough. There's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, Magnus MacGilded. And what does that doesn't really help Gina right now because she's the one in jail and that was 2 months ago. It's Naruto. That horrible case is solved at last. And I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen? Did you believe him though? Did you believe Mr. McGilda was innocent? I didn't. He was a weird-ass maniac in the end there. I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to, because believing in those you represent in court, defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? Getting a bit of lore here. Also, welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding. I don't know which one is like, that's the new, okay. I'm wondering, because sometimes it's just like, updates one thing after another, and it's just like, when one enters, one just disappears. Just poof. You mean Kazuma-sama? I don't even remember his voice. Like, he like, died after the first thing here. I don't remember his voice. I haven't done it for like months. I'm not gonna do a voice for him. Not now, because this is a flashback first of all, and I don't remember his voice. Technically, we have everything he had, except for the band. The guy I am is literally having the thing on his arm and the sword. That's very nice, just being able to walk around in London with a sword. What's funny? What's so funny, Gina? Of course, sounds like it's the Emperor of Japan come from. Everyone must be soft. Oh, come on, look at the mess it's got you into. Believing that the bug throtter. Yes, and inadvertently helped the murderer walk free. Well, at least you'll learn your lesson now, eh? Believing in people is never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. So let down your guard, you had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. And get hurt by no one. Well, except you're hurt right now, and we're trying to help you. Tina, may I ask you something? What? just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Ring me up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? Well, that's what he won. And all now. Mr. I am a believer lawyer over there. Why would I? Well, because it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I let everyone up at the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you can believe me after that? Not likely. Well, Miss Naruto? Of course I can believe in her. Like, I think she was just blackmailed or something, if I don't remember incorrectly. Yeah, I can trust her. Like, what the hell? I'm gonna trust her. Trust to the end. You know, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Yeah? Are you half-baked? Half-baked. Well, that's a sentence. I do love that one. Not at all. You're not once admitted to committing the crime, haven't you? Oh. Oh. Oof. Mm. Once more, I believe that you're telling the truth. How long been... Oh, okay. Seriously, narrow Odo. It's narrow Odo. Didn't you hear all of what I said before? I'm a born liar. Did just trip off my tongue. I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you all into all sorts of trouble. How do you ever trust me now? You don't get it. Gina. Ooh. Just jumped. I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize. Jesus, what is with me and reading right now? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. Eh? It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I'm completely on your side. I do love him when I do his voice, just like, sounds like just I got him straight face and nothing more. Well, what do you expect me to say to that? Isn't that nice then? That is decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. You'd be ashamed to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You useless lot are... I don't know what you are. I don't get you. I have no idea what to answer there, apparently. We're just some weird-ass people, that's all. Just checking if I had some drink left. I don't have a drink left. Gina's taking herself back to her cell. She'd never admitted it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. Someone's hiding? Show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice. Somebody's in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before. Well, it must be Sholmes, right? Oh no, it's him. Okay. Technically, Sholmes is shot somewhere, but still. Suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese art. Oh. Hi, little girl. Welcome to the stream. We literally just managed to agree to be Gina's lawyer. Also, I had some stream in the background here showing off the musical because they actually went into their box yesterday and not gonna be there for a week. Yep. Because we literally just forced ourselves upon her. Sounds weird, but more or less what happened. We literally just said, we trust you, stop complaining, we trust you, a few times there. I'm not even joking, it's like, I think we said we trust her like 3 or 4 times or something like that. And anyone was being stealthy, it was you. And if anyone was stealthy, it was you, Inspector. Rixie! Oh, don't do it again. Oh dear me, most terrible sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to start. How long have you been listening to our conversation? Good grief. Listening in? No. I just got word there was some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, ladyship, I only just arrived. This very minute, at the moment of... I really fucking hate when he does that. I really do. After hours? Is it that late already? So then, I humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Okay. Well, that was a few poses. That was a few poses. Oh, but I wanted to have a chat. I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute. Oh, I see. That's a shame. If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with, or sharpish, Lord Stronghold will be, well... Emergency? Lord Stronghold? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off. Alright, Grigson. If you have to, but let's chat soon. Delighted. Chop. Good God. And he fades into nothingness. Grigson is so funny. So, he says such silly things. He is silly. It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police flowing to a 10-year-old girl. And for some reason that sentence sounds very weird. Yeah. I'm trying to find out where my mic is in the camera. Because it's literally so black right now, I cannot even see it on camera. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency in the Supreme Court. A fire, a death, I don't know. Also, it's kind of fun. We managed to figure out a bit. Yeah, I think like I just thought like why not have it on? It's still like charity stream. It's still December. I'm gonna have the goddamn hat on. Speaking of that, I haven't even put up some decoration stuff. I don't have any decorations, but I have a chandelier, what you can call it, not chandelier, but like light stand, something like that. I haven't fixed that yet. I've been too busy with schoolwork and stuff, so I haven't thought about it. But yeah, I like it. I just found many different things. So I thought like, why not just get a Santa hat? Because why not? It could be fun to have that on stream. It was either that or a cap. I don't know, cap. I don't know. What did I call it in English? Because we call it kept. You know, like the shade things. Literally was a Santa face on it. They also had like latex masks and stuff, but it was just creepy. So it was either this one or the other one. But I didn't find fully the other one, so I just got with this one. I like it. It was cheap as hell though as well. So I don't really complain. Oh, it's 11 in the evening. Naruto-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Suzuki-san? It has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sean was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. On the back of the... Oh, good God. All on the back of the news that her father has fallen ill and she must return to Japan at once. Also, something I realized in the beginning of the stream as well is I have to figure out what to play on Thursday and Saturdays. I'm gonna play something on Thursday, but on Saturday I'm gonna go home, so I cannot stream, so I say Saturdays. Because I literally finished Scarlet Nexus, and I have also finished Sekiro. Last time I ended Sekiro was literally the last boss. I managed to goddamn beat the guy finally. So I have to find 2 games now to play. That's gonna be fun. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. Take a pill and scream, that probably helps. I don't know. I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your juridical assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task. So, what's the final task? What's the final task? It's just 2 months since we arrived here in London. When we managed to establish this office, I was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I wouldn't be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm so sorry, Suzuki-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. Oh, scratch. I need to scratch. Oh, scratch, scratch. In my limited experience at the court, I feel I've learned something. How would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? Like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only... I think that man should do a typo here. But we only see a small number of the total facets. And what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. I think it's supposed to be, but we only see a small number. That threw me off. Like, I haven't had enough hard to read today, apparently. They threw that in there. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on for as long as we live. That's so true. Sometimes I feel though I'm blind too much. But I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all the facts will be illuminated and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Naruto-san. I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much. Sorry, I what? Also, why were you looking down when you say grown so much? Excuse me? Oh no, it was nothing unimportant. Are you certain? Okay. Okay. Sure thing. Do you know what do you know what time you will leave London in the morning? Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving at 4 AM. I see, well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I should have realized why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. I'm too tired, or your voice is too nice that I want to go to bed. Is in the background. do whatever you need or wish, Gani. Do whatever you need or wish. I don't understand though how making the I feel like I'm doing worse voices today for some reason than I often do. Well, very worse and worse. I do technically just do them for fun, but like I don't know how that works though. Yes, I know, but every word you utter will have a potential to determine Gina's fate. Apparently, this is an accidental ASMR stream. Apparently, that's the way I'm seeing it. You must be getting as much rest as possible. I must be getting much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try. Have a bit of a cup of tea or something. Oh, shit. It double jumped. Good God, it double jumped. I have to skip this. just checking what popped up there. That was legit. Yes, I know, you're talking about something on me growing. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean? Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this. My phone is updated Discord again. I can hear it beeping in the background like a maniac. It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus. The McGilded case. Nice. It's kind of fun because we managed to see some blood stain on the Mr. McGilded's coat that Gina has. It was on the sleeves and thought like, yeah, just bombard it and see whose blood it actually is. There's a big ass stain on the chest. It's like, whoa, it's not just on the sleeves, there's like everywhere. The whole thing just went pink. No, purple, not pink. It went purple. It's very much tied up to that omnibus case in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of goodness sake, what's going on with my voice right now? So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you. With everything else she had to think about, Zudson still managed to do this. And all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. Oh, good girl. I don't know why I'm just such a person who always get like just sleepy around like 8 or 6 and shit like that. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure. What? What do you mean? Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself. In what? You have helped out more than you can believe, to be honest. And if you're calling yourself a failure, then you don't really believe it. Well, it's getting rather late. I think we should go to bed now, Miss Naruto. I must finish packing up my things in my room. Sutsan, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Dude, I'm too tired, but have you ever realized that cannibalism can solve world hunger? I think you are too tired. Oh, wait, there is something I need to say. And apparently there's something she need to do. You're absolutely tired if that just popped out. So it is weird, but yeah. Yeah, I could not tell if it did or did not, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Yeah, morals as well. But it wouldn't surprise me like Gan is about to like just pass out, to be honest. Like I'm pretty certain like each most sentence is done right now is like each 20 minutes or something right now. Yeah, but if people are insane enough, then no one would even care. Yeah, if it was just a world of insane people, that would actually do something. But unfortunately, we are insane, but not insane enough. I can tell you that at least. Am I gonna like fall asleep like this or something? Because everything just like be blurry. I won't be able to hold back my tears. Yeah, I noticed that. Apparently I'm gonna sleep like this. Everything becoming blurry, so I think I'm actually gonna sleep like this. Okay. Great. Yeah, everything faces black. Getting all that blood to the head. It truly had been a trying day. And our feet of ours get Gina to open up to us and learning the truth about the nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes and count all them sheeps. Who the hell started counting sheeps to fall asleep? Must be a shepherd who actually did that. Just counted all of them, just fell asleep standing or something. I don't know. People just gone on with it, like, yeah, let us also do that. was about to say the small hours. Is that like a time or is that at a place? The small hours. And also, welcome humble viewer to the stream I'm holding. I'm not gonna read that because I don't know who that is. There we go. Ooh. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we discussed. I think it's Miss Sasutu that might be talking right now. Oop. Imagine if scientists discovered a new galaxy and called it the Samsung Galaxy. Dude, you are so tired right now. That would be something. Also, I'm pretty certain that those scientists would discover the galaxy. I'm pretty certain Samsung would have need to pay them for actually be able to name it like that. Bloody hell. On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell. And good speed. Godspeed. Ah, yeah, it was. My dear madam. So he has arranged to help me out somehow, I hope. Or she has arranged something. To be continued. Oh, we're gonna continue that. That's no worries. A little heater. I have a hand warmer because when I went outside to town, I just thought like, yeah, it's so goddamn cold because holy crap, it was snowing. So I just got myself this. I don't need to use it now. But what's some concerning is that because it's like electronics and stuff in this, I just feel like it feels like when any sort of like contact or stuff gets warm, you know, the little adapter for like PCs and stuff gets warm. So each time I hold in this, it's just like, is this supposed to be this warm? Like, is this thing gonna explode in my hand? But it's literally meant to be like this, which is strange. Also, there's a flashlight as well. Pretty good flashlight, actually. Kind of good bought, actually. It was about 100 Swedish kronor, but I got it like 50 down, so I got it for 40 Swedish kronor. Around $4, something like that. Also, the winter rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last. One that I would remember for the rest of my days. Okay, what is small hours? Now I'm very questioned. Hi, Gina. Good morning, Gina. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we can do it. So, where's your friend then? Sorry? You know, you're in a fancy dress. This is Cesarto, or whoever you say it, I don't know. Ah, Mrs. Sato had to leave early this morning. He was already gone by the time I woke up. You alright with that, are you? Get my beat about me if you like. Go and see off. It's fine. It's not though Mrs. Sato and I won't meet again. One day. One of these days we will meet again. Hey, even so, Gina, you only get one chance. This trial today is all we have. Who's that? Ah, cat! How are you feeling, Gina? Did you manage to sleep? Wagahai. Does anyone know if that means anything? Iris, what are you doing here? What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. It just means cat. It just means cat. Okay. Because I'm pretty certain, like, when I heard something about that, it was like, oh, you mean that? You just said cat because you saw cat. Okay. Yeah, we both saw cat. It was so delayed. It was just like, wait, are you saying that means cat? Because I only know there is a book called Wagahai no Neko, and like I know Neko means cat.
Wagahai.
Waga. I. There's some like H somewhere. There. Waga. Hi.
That's what the word is.
Oh, he's off. She's off. Someone's off. Great way to show up with your support kit. Let him have a nose around. What can I do?
Oh, that reminds me. I bought paper on the way here. Now, would you like to go the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Bruno? Did you?
Oh well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first. I'll always take the good news first. Might not live it. We are bad. That's a way of saying it. Seeing it.
Yes, that question always gives away people's personalities.
Let's not go there.
Alright then, I'll give you the bad news first. A record amount of rain has fallen this morning, and carriages all over the capital are struggling to move.
Bad news? Was a weather report?
So I hope that Susie made her train to Dover, and the train isn't delayed on the way to the port.
Gosh. Yes.
Alright, huh? So what's the good news? Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon. So if the train is delayed, it will be able to make up the time later. Well, that is good news, isn't it?
I guess so. I think so.
I cannot give a monkeys really.
If only our good news could cancel out the bad.
And look, this trial has made the headlines too. Pawnbroker perishes in pick purse plunder.
Jesus. The 4 Ps.
How do you like that? I'll let them say what they want. See if I care.
I can't because you're covering your face.
Don't worry, Runa will soon show everyone that this headline is nonsense.
Oh well.
And then in tomorrow's paper, the headline will be "Discharged diver is dauntless do-gooder."
That's a lot of D's.
I was more or less about to do something there, and I'm not gonna.
Of course they will. I have absolutely faith in you. How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it?
It's like she was still here.
Good luck then, Bruno. I'll do what I can.
Huh?
Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but still.
Yikes. I don't think that thing is allowed in there. It's like, as I said, it's like twice the size of you. That thing is huge.
I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement.
I'm not sure that big thing is comforting as you think it is, to be honest, but thank you, Iris. It's very kind of you.
Oh yeah, Iris. Yes, Junior? Well, I was wondering is all about Holmes. Can you fix him up, alright?
Hey, I'm back from Google. I didn't even know we went to Google. I do love that the tall girl was the one that asked what the word was, and you're the one coming back with, "I'm back from Google."
Yes, the operation was a great success, but Bernie still hasn't come around yet.
Nah, that's false. Because I know he has. He was talking to Susie. Susie! Saucy. He was talking to he was talking to Saucy.
I've asked a friend of mine at Scotland Yard. Send a telegram as soon as he wakes up.
Mr. Grayson will let us know the moment there is news.
Oh, right.
No Susanna Sana, no Susanna Sana, no Mr. Holmes. Sholmes. It's all down to me today to prove that Gina is innocent of this crime. Miss Lestrade, Miss Gina Lestrade, Counsel of Defense, the trial is about to begin. Please make your way into the courtroom.
It's time then.
Yes, let's go, Gina. Iris?
Lead the way, Bruno.
Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face. I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from the start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure our victory here. If I learn anything from my great friend, it's that well, thank you for cutting that off. Great, I have no idea what it was. Oh, I think I recognize some people up there. In Her Majesty's name, the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. This trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. I call upon the councils to be for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. Lord Van Seas. My lord? Remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Ah, yes. Then 2 months ago you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly. And here you are again today. Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware of that have led to this erratic behavior? In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerning with the highest echelons of society and government. Really? Yet today you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess I found it more than a little befuddling, counsel. There are two types of person I cannot abide. First, those wealthy scoundrels who hide behind the mask of philanthropy and to cheat the public at large.
You mean Mr. McGilder, who you defended against the Reaper 2 months ago?
That's it. I just managed to work that out. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like that guy either. He's a weird ass person. I like the way I made him, but I don't like the way he was. And second, even more loathsome, those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies, only to effect total betrayal in the final line. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands on the far east, the Nipponese. Ouch, thank you. But you really just say that?
He means you now, Bruno.
I actually managed to work that out too. Thank you, Iris. I love she's just there, just telling what he says for something. Total betrayal. What are you talking about? That torrid look of hatred in Lord Francis's eyes. Was that directed solely on me, or was that talking about all Japanese people? An alarmingly scathing explanation, Lord Van Seas. Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of so-called Reaper of the Bailies, feared by all London's malefactors. Or malefactors, Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people in this trial.
Hello. If I read this right, Wagai apparently is the way to address yourself in an arrogant manner, like for a character of an arrogant king and etc. Some examples are Bowser's from some of the Mario games, and Mental One Karma. And also Wagai no Imoto, which means my little sister, which is used in more of a playful manner than arrogant. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Also, I don't know why you used his voice for that. Also, you cannot see that. Oh god. For first of... You're a doctor? Okay, so for first of all, you cannot see, but behind me is the guy we actually was using last time as a witness, you know, the half moon guy. We have the same maid as before, the old man who apparently is a doctor, the woman who is doing some sort of radio thing, and if you don't remember from the ship, that is the Russian, I don't know, freedom fighter, I don't know, rebel. Also, I don't know the blonde guy. I know the rest of these people, not the blonde guy. Do I know the blonde guy? I don't know. Also, why is the Russian here? Former lieutenant in the British Army here. Don't you know, chaps like me were born ready.
Clean crockery, clean cutlery, and clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think.
Oh, what the fuck is going on? Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely, absolutely everything. I'm ready for it. Yes, I thought it was like glasses. He has a stereoscopic images on him. I don't understand it, but I could have left it in there. It's not possible. But could I? I don't understand it. I can't have left it in there. Who? Stereoscope. It's the 2D images. If you take two images that are like consistent of one part from here, one part from here, then if you put those two images in a stereoscope, you're capable of seeing a 3D image. It's kind of like those old toys. I don't know if you know about those, that you put a little paper disc in and start scrolling while you look into those like this, and just like checking picture after picture. Kind of like that, sort of. Oh, it was so long ago. I don't know how long ago was it they were made? Like Jesus, but that's a stereoscope.
Woman indispensable in society stuff. Female-centric future awaits stop.
Good day. I'm visiting London from sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Why do I get the feeling is Yeah, I haven't seen all of those in ages either. I do love that I get the feeling this freedom fighter has something to do in by the Crystal Tower, and is supposed to go there, and it literally just has a book how to say that. It was just spot on supposed to be here now, and it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here now? Like, okay, sure. Just a weird ass Russian guy that has nothing to do here. Is something wrong, Bruno? Oh, not exactly. It's just I'm fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them, in fact. Even that guy. I don't know about the guy with a stereoscope on his head.
Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they?
Wait, isn't the juror more or less bad guy in the newspaper that Nicola... Yeah, exactly. I was saying he was the freedom fighter, the rebel from Russia. You're right. I just said that. He is apparently supposed to go to the Crystal Tower for some reason, but unfortunately someone dragged him in here, and that's apparently the only thing he can say. So you're right, Gani. You're absolutely right. He is here. For some goddamn reason, he's sitting as a juror. Also, I don't think Pavlova was cosplaying as him. I think just Sholmes mistook her for him for some goddamn reason. The court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. I kind of miss her, to be honest. I don't know why, I just do. As you wish, my lord.
Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, has never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder.
Plot twist that is actually Pavlova.
That would be hella amazing if it was. I don't think it's gonna be, but it would be hella fun if it was. Also, I just realized something I think you missed last time. I don't think even Turtle Girl saw that. But you saw how that guy was just looking cross-eyed. You both missed when both Iris and Susato did that as well. While they were looking at me, apparently. Looked hilarious as hell. The victim, Mr. Pop Windebank, preparer of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. As the court will observe, there is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. The evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near-instant death. Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. This report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. And what is that supposed to tell us? It means that the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Someone like the accused, you might say.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can fix like a screenshot of that because it's so goddamn fun to see that.
It looks so fucking weird. Because it literally was just about to talk like how you do it and stuff like that. And it's just like, are you actually gonna do it? And you just see Iris's eyes. The prosecution wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord. Indeed, the court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please. Okay, I don't think that there's much we can find there other than it's a gunshot from a very, like, close range. You can see the, like, gunpowder. I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plan of the establishment where the incident occurred. The preparator was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room with a single point of entry. It's not windowless fully. Sure, the only door with a little thing on it. A door to the main shop that was found locked. In this sealed chamber, there was only 2 persons present. The victim, Mr. Windebank, and the accused. It may further interest the court to now know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet. Oh, Jesus. Didn't I grab a little girl a pig? Jesus.
Objection!
We can't jump to the conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has done to survive. There is even I just realized there is a Reaper on the flask as well. My learned Nipponese friend. It is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. The prosecution has barely begun presenting its case.
We should have just realized that we more or less have 3 Maya faced with us in this game. Asuto as the partner, Gina as one always getting out. Sorry, it just jumped. Always getting put in prison, and Iris kind of like making a detective let us investigate crime scene like Maya.
Sure. I understand exactly what you mean. Like, kinda actually. Convenient. This appealing act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses. Good gracious. Yeah, the ones that actually were about to rob the goddamn fucking place. Always good to ask robbers for a pickpocket's crime. Daft moron. After their testimony, this girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pick purse or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth. I really like the music, to be honest. The court would like to take the floor plans and firearm into evidence. Hand them to the bailiff, please, Lord Van Seeks. And don't do like last time where you missed the goddamn thing in the... No, you didn't do that. Someone at least missed there was a thing there. Hell yeah, and thumbs up. I think I'm so tired as well, and like I don't know what you're like answering for. If you're answering for the whole thing, yeah, all of them is one Maya completed. This is not good. Okay, I'm just gonna check some stuff up. Check some stuff up there. For first of all, I'm gonna check this. Is there anything interesting? So that's just the murder. Proud pickpocket protects planet post-trial, perhaps. Jesus. Holy crap, that's a sentence. Minister Mole, classified secrets may have been leaked overseas from Minister of Justice. For a 10-year-old, Aru certainly has her finger on the pulse of world news. It's about secret communication between Great Britain and its allies, apparently been intercepted by hostile nations. I don't know if this has anything to do with now, but sure thing, let's keep it. Yeah, it did say that Lord Strong had some problems lately now. Apparently that was interesting. Good I check that then. Okay, next thing. So, pawnbroker, death from 1 to 3:30 a.m. Reporting party, Ryunosuke Naruto. Single bullet wound in upper half of victim's back. No other visible sign of trauma out of defined instant death. Rising diagonally. Okay. Okay, so I cannot check too much there. This is Mr. Winterbank's gun. The cylinder is completely empty.
Mr. Winterbank always used to keep this gun at hand on his shop counter. Shoppity.
Yes, but only ever with a single bullet loaded, I understand.
That's right, to keep all the pawn articles that were in his care safe.
But this one bullet was fired that night and the poor man lost his life. Was he protecting his shop, I wonder? Trying to keep the articles safe? I don't know. Doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary with this gun. Okay, I guess we're gonna continue.
It feels like the mood in here has just turned around and very gloomy all of a sudden, Reno.
I think that's because it has. Well, that was fast. Let us begin. Dude, if all people of London are called Londoners, then does that mean people from Hamburg are called hamburgers? I have no idea. I have no idea, like, what the crap? That would be something, like, I don't think they ever thought about that on poor people then. They look so strange. Also, mate, did you say of low stature? Did you say small? Have you looked at the purple dude to the right there? What have you two been sniffing to act like that? Look at their eyes. There's like not even focus. It's like going outwards as well. But yeah, low stature. Mate, do you want to take that again? Have you looked at that fella to the right? Name's Nash Scullin. Occupation is, baddie. Professional baddie. Name's Ringo. Scullin. Occupation, same as him. I'm gonna forget their voices just so you know. Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard Inspector. That's right. Where what they call? The three skulking brothers. Three? You do understand the two of you. What are you talking? What are you looking at me like that for? Don't lump me in with you lot. God blimey, that's cool. Don't you know what we're going for? Where's our older brother? Lost contact with Emma him we have. The scoring every shady corner of the capital. And that last night, we came across you, the very spitting a bloke. Ain't that right, Ringo? Yeah, Nosh. He's the very spit of him. Are you certain he hasn't just have the same eyes as you have? Also, why do you hold fruit? Why are they holding fruit? Kinda, perhaps. I don't know. They are very weird. It's like they're sniffing something. Big brother, Scholar. Oh, come on. Come on. Leave it out, you two. He's a professional bandit. I'm a professional insomniac. Or raccoons. Yeah, kind of a bit like raccoons as well, to be honest. Skulking. And that's before he's run out of chips. Very well. Inspector Sulky Gregson. I beg your pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias. What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you are doing in the witness stand. The Skulking brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft. Thieves are there? These three. These three are like, oh my god. No, my lord. Beg your pardon, but please don't lump me in with this lot. 2 nights ago, these brothers illegally entered an establishment with intent of burglary. And in the course of their nefarious activities, they became embroiled in a far more sinister crime. By Jove, you mean to say, what an extraordinary coincidence. Indeed, my lord, while attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, the witnesses witnessed its preposterous murder. It's even lower than you can even know. It's even smaller than Gina is. Jesus. The various trespasses of these brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings. And what if they didn't just not burglar then? Like, oh yeah, they're just burglars. She's just a pickpocket. She wouldn't murder anyone, but apparently this guy is so narrow-sighted sometimes. Jesus. With your lordship's permission, I would like to remain in the stand to keep these gents on the straight and narrow. Of course, Inspector. Skeptical as I am about the caliber of these witnesses, I will permit them to take the stand.
bit smaller than my bank account balance.
That would be something. Oh, hold on, my ears are like a bit weird right now. Happy though. Cause a skull can never skull. Get out of it. It's kind of gonna be difficult to go from there to his, to be honest. I was walking down Baker Street in the small hours. And after Gaff's door was ajar, say. It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in with it was. And once we got inside, Cord blimey. Cord blimey lummy. We heard a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing, we just left after that, nice and quiet. Do you want to say that again? A terrible coincidence, it would seem. I don't believe I can keep their voices, to be honest. It's so weird for some reason. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail, except for the gunshot by the entrance. Because apparently, a bullet that apparently didn't hit the victim is not really interesting in this case. Jesus. And with only the victim and the accused were found. I must say, it appeared to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witness now, of course. Counsel, if you please. Counsel? Yes. What's the matter, Bruno? Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair of in the stands. I know that it's all nonsense because I saw it with my own eyes. I just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is. Okay, so let's just press. Shit. There we go. The front door of Windybanks was ajar, you say. What time of night was this? Must have been about 1, right, Ringo? Yeah, I say so, right, Sulky? How would I know? The place would have been shut at 1 in the morning. Just like every other shop in town. Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true. Ain't that right, Ringo? I'm not sure, Nash. It seems to remember a little light burning inside. What about you, Sulky? Me old mucker. They have really just smoked something. They really must have smoked something to just take him for a brother all the single time. Not like they mistaken, but just like they continue to mistake him. And when these gents ventured into the open establishment, the accused Miss Gina Lestrade already had the muzzle of her gun trained on the unfortunate victim. Objection! That is pure conjecture. Perhaps, but it changes nothing. These brothers inadvertently wandered into the middle of a cold-blooded murder. Simply because they found the door of the victim's establishment open and ventured inside. Right, that's what happened. Hold it! What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in? Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say, don't they, Ringo? They do, Nash, they do. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon. God's will often presents itself as the whim of thieves, does it? It were no whim. I'm dead sure of that. It weren't, Nash, it weren't. Like we said at the time. You don't just find doors open like this in the middle of the night like that. Ah, there's no two ways about it. There was a sign that our long-lost brother was inside.
They're not very good liars, are they?
Well, you can't deny it. It led us to a bloke who would look just like a brother. I said cut it out.
Hold it! For some reason, these guys kind of Windybank's murder. No one really gives a shit about Jones right now. This is about the murder. This is about the murder.
Yep, just one, Gov. I just swear on that. It was Nash, it was. It's all right, brother. The firearm used belongs to the victim himself.
Yes, Mr. Winterbugs always used to leave his gun lying around the counter.
Right, I remember. When we examined it, we found that the revolver was completely out of route.
That makes sense. Mr. Winterbugs always used to say he only kept a single bullet loaded.
That's true, I remember him saying that as well. So we can say with considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the firearm used as the murder weapon. Yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused. Oh.
Hold it!
Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping the situation, perhaps a drawing would help. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there is only one other door, that of the storeroom.
Of course, there was only a little oil lamp burning, not much to see by.
On the other door was hidden behind a certain curtain and all.
As I said, I'm more or less forgetting these guys' voices for some reason.
That's right. Yeah, there is a curtain there. When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Tell me, where exactly did you try to open that door? Hey! Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I should think. Oh, well, you turned to rabbit, Ringer. Your turn to rabbit, Ringer. Well, Nash, yeah. I suppose you would say that we ain't normal, eh? I don't think you're thieves. I think you are hitmans. Broadly speaking, human responds in one of two ways on hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee or gripped by fear, while the courageous investigate to see if there might help. These gentlemen are the later inclination, I learned from Nipponese friend. It would seem is of the former.
Are you certain? Because I'm pretty certain they ran from us.
I do love that we are technically also witnesses, but we cannot do anything because we're the defendant. And it's so stupid because, like, yeah, they run away, they shot us. Like, do you want to continue?
So I believe we all understand that the door was locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witnesses.
Hold it!
Either hitmans or the art thieves, I just realized.
Goons of a certain Moriarty, maybe. I don't think his name was Moriarty. It was something else. I don't remember. It was something like AG. I don't remember. We just saw his cane. I'm pretty certain that was the guy, at least. I know neither of you play Genshin Impact anymore, but I finally got Diluc and I'm very happy about it. Nice! I don't play that so much, to be honest. I don't think I even played the 2.0. I played a bit of the 2.0 and not much after that. But nice! Congratulations! It's not like it's a bad game, it's just I don't play it that often for some reason. Well, it was a battle, I'm soon, weren't it? It was nice, it was. I didn't even have time to pull me a dukes out me. Lose his lockets. So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left nice and quietly, you say. That's right, Gov. Nothing more than violence. Peace-loving nibbles we are, not bludgers. We are nice, we are. Never ever pulled me dirks out of me lose his pockets. So you clearly like us to believe. Come again? As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? You're literally just talking about that. Yeah, like, did you run into anyone else? No. Not a certain someone. And did you not fire a gun at that person? Saints alive, they fired a gun, you say? Blimey, Governor. You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway. Yeah, it was us in the doorway. I can't even play it anymore because of memory space, but great job on getting the look. I play it on PlayStation, so for me it's not so much memory. It's just that I haven't played PlayStation in a long time now. Why the bleeding aura? Didn't you mention that before? You were armed with a gun, and as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at the London's greatest detective, Sherlock Holmes. I do love, like, oh yeah, we are fine and dandy. We have never hurt anyone, and we're just here to prosecute that person. And literally just, you do understand you're talking to the person you almost shot. They still got Luke and John first, even though it's different regions. On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within minutes of their discovery of the crimes. Their suspicious counterbands rapidly gave them away. And when we searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. So why did you keep that hidden then, Van Zeeks? Furthermore, the barrel showed sign of a shot having been fired from it. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. Yes, indeed. Remnants of powder around the muzzle, as you say, counsel. The court will hold this weapon as evidence. It's a very long weapon. Like, the handle is very far back. Now, my learned Nipponese friend. Yes? Just want to do a bit less sound grab. Here, to your successfully presenting the evidence. For yes, there are the telltale sign of spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime, under scrutiny in this. Objection! Well, I don't need evidence, because I was there.
Objection.
However, the rest of us in this courtroom were not. You really just love being... I do love that most of the time he's talking about us with circumstantial evidence. And it's literally just like, oh yeah, it's just circumstantial now. Like, you must have been there, but we were not. I'm like, oh, fuck off. Like, Jesus. Do you want me to, like, put up a, like, photograph of it or just aim at you or something? Like, Jesus. Okay. We shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. You're the one incompetent to actually just let these things like this be. For example, prove that was actually another gunshot. Okay, so you mean there's one gunshot at the front of the place and the back of the place. We only check the back of the place. Okay, I'm gonna show you the proof then. Okay, sure, I'm gonna do that. We have that because we actually have it scrapped in here. Here. Do you like it? The evidence is in this portfolio. What on earth do you have there, Counsel? During the course of our investigation, we discovered a number of bloodstains. Not trusting the police to do the job they're trained to do. How arrogantly Nipponese. Well, anyway, we analyzed the blood samples we found and recorded the results on this portfolio. And you claim to have the evidence in court is demanding therein. Yes, my lord. No more delaying then, Counsel. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene? Take that! What is that? Explain. This is a photographic print taken at Windybank's pawnbrokery on the day of the incident. From the scene of the crime, is it? Is that a bullet hole? And if my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is lodged in there. Okay. As I said, I don't really play that often anymore. Perhaps we might go back to it someday. Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Windybank's calendar. The date shown being the 6th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death. The incident occurred at the 1 hour after midnight. But this indicates that a separate shot has been fired sometimes after calendar had been set to 60. That's right. And while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witness did fire a round from the gun in the pawnbroker's that night. Order. How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Six? It doesn't give a shit like always. No, I'm not too bothered. I know she's strong, but I have a lot of fire characters already. If that's the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. What? But you'll forgive me for my flinging my hallowed chalice as I discuss the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, in the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbroker illegally. Unlike the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrival before fleeing back onto the streets. Take it easy, gun. You're gonna land us in the soup. We had a deal. You weren't gonna get into them details. What did you just say? You had a deal? I have nothing to add. So he knew, did he? Van Six knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude. The Simp Squad. I'm gonna be honest, it's kinda more or less me always whenever I play a party setup RPG game. Like, I'm not joking, most of the time I have like more or less always just girls in the goddamn party. It's like something just bedded in with me. I've done that ever since I was a kid for some reason. Probably because of the cutest fact and all that, but it's like just stuck to me always. What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. To what fact do you refer, Lord Six? As has been established, at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Scholz, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the preparator and victim. In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Winnebank at all. So that's it. Did you just fuck it up so many high fives is not even true? That's it. I've done nothing to do with it. We didn't, Ash. We didn't. That's what I reckon. Your crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget attempted murder. Quite a catalog here, fellas. It's just like, all right, we're still in the soup. We're in for it now, brother. Now, then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, shit. I'm getting knackered here myself, apparently. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where is he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appeared to have taken pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machine. Eccentric? Says who? Not me. Don't give me that look. He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop.
Oh, that's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
What is that, Counsel? It has appearance of a photographic contraption. As your lordship surmised, it is indeed a cam attached to a small timing device. Every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that if a thief would ever break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed. The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question. Okay. As the court will observe, copious identical prints are produced in a quite desultory fashion. Rather prodigal, I feel. In fact, there are two such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. If I may refer to the court of plan. Oh, good God! If I may refer the court to the plan of the premises, their respective positions are here and here. You say these cameras produce a print every half hour. I'm afraid I fail to see how that would help if the anticipated theft conducted his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals. One can only pray that the would-be criminal lingers, my lord. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera. He looks so goddamn happy as well. Witnesses, at what time did your trespass begin? Must have been just after 1, right, brother? Must have been, just gone 1. In which case, minutes before these brothers entered the establishment. What scene might we expect to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence. Well, that's a bad picture. It's the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. That's a bad picture. Do you have anything to comment on that, Gina? What was going on there? As the court can clearly see. I'm trying to look for other things as well. The accused is pictured gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter. No doubt coercing the preparator to open the door to his store. I'm gonna check something. I just realized something. I'm gonna check something here. Where do we have it? We have it over here. Instant death from a bullet wound to the heart. The bullet entered the body from the back on a gently rising down. Upper half of the victim's bad, no other visible trauma. So, did the bullet stay in him? That's the question I have. Quite. One can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded. The court will take the photographic print as evidence, if you please, counsel.
I don't believe it, Ginny.
In short, the accused is the only person who could possibly have killed Mr. Winterberg. I wonder if I put a word in at this point. Go ahead, Mr. Foreman. Took a bally bullet to the knee in the Battle of Mainland, 1880. Don't you know? Decorated for it all and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly. Of course, a medal can never outshine the explosives of chaps like us in the battle. Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what is your point exactly? Carried on the battlefield after retirement, you see, the battle of the daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading this small squadron, 6 men, all good and true. We all go down together. You mark my words, one for all and all for one. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached an agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand? Well, Mr. Foreman, is that correct? In a manner of speaking, yes. This is the Gary Depp squadron position, sir. Status report of the court. Men on the double.
His lordship insists on the promptitude at all times. And that goes for making decisions too.
I think you'll find truth is clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it. I don't know who that is. I would have left it in there, I wouldn't. But in all honesty, I can't actually remember.
Situation clear, stop. No room for doubt, stop. Truth now undeniable, stop.
I'm very sorry for brothers. They are unlucky. Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Jesus, he sounded like the worst of them all, to be honest. Not like worse as in bad, but just like... Christ, I don't want to hear him say guilty anymore. It does indeed appear that the jury is unanimous in its leaning already. Yeah, a bit rude of them, to be honest. That photograph. It must be the defined evidence that Gregson mentioned.
But Ginny didn't shoot him.
Of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination. Very well. The court grants permission. So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising. What's kind of funny is that you do the same technically. Other until you actually get defeated. We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all members of the jury ready? Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty. Okay, so why are all of these people such morons? That's the question we want answered here today. All the evidence clearly point the finger of the guilty at this young pickpocketeen. As a housemaid, I should like to see all filthy eyes. Also, can I check the photo? Did I get the photo as an evidence? I'm trying to find something here. I think you'll find it that if you look at that photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. If I left it in there, I should think there will be repercussions by now. Mind made up, global radio transmission of verdict, follow up, stop. In Motherland, Motherland will say, never judge by clothes, judge by head. I'm convinced brothers are innocent. Yeah, he just says brothers are innocent. That doesn't mean that she is guilty. The storeroom, locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. And the accused's hand, a fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by the witnesses. Hey, what's up? Turned off because I ran out of battery and it's already 1:32 a.m. So I guess that's a sign of me to go to bed. I would say yes, actually, go to bed. Holy crap. I would absolutely say that's a sign. Yeah, I know. The print. Yeah, night to you, Jenny. Take it from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield. That your girl's on the verge of pulling that ballet trigger.
Oh dear, only camera was supposed to help, not hinder.
I'm afraid you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. Oh no shit, when don't we have that? Jesus. Which means there is more to the situation that we've yet to see.
Agreed.
You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination.
Alright, see ya, good night. Oh, what does it say before phone turned off? You wanted to make the RR squad. Well, that's something. Okay.
Hold it!
So I'm just gonna press. You're Mr. Natsume's landlord, Mr. Garrett, aren't you? You really must stop meeting like this. Oh, you're that lawyer chap. Oh, I have to do voices here a bit. You have the simp and I have the RR. Really, I'm tired. Go to bed, Jesus.
Oh, you're that lawyer chap. There's a turn up for the books. Yeah, it's rather a turbulent time we had back then.
Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. I think we did a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously. I wouldn't be suggesting that therefore you should change your leaning to guilty or not guilty or anything.
I can't be denied, I suppose. The cause of the Garrideb's house was the talk of the town after all that business. Well, I just moved out and I couldn't get a bally soul to take up red tendencies. Haven't had a heart to break than used to Drat yet. Bad enough that the old girls clapped up. Yes, it can't be denied, you did rather a lot. But not for us. That's for a dust certain.
I suppose not.
Of course. Can't be no suggesting that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here, obviously.
Screw you then.
Hold it!
Polishing the bench, I see. Again. A mate's work here is never done. That blemish must remain.
What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores?
On the way to the markets, for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, big pursers, and crossmen, the scum of the earth.
A little harsh, perhaps.
Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span and eradicated. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals.
Oh, shut up. You're referring to Mr. Sholmes.
That's right. I like you to keep abreast of his exploit by reading Rand's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital.
Okay, sure thing.
It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot our very great detective.
Minor detail, it was the two brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant.
A minor detail indeed. The old gutter scum as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyway.
Yes, all right. I shall amend my statement.
Hold it!
You're a weird-ass person. What do you mean look at the photograph in stereo?
Oh, sorry, what? Don't you know? If you look at the photographic print normally, looks though the pickpocket girl is about to shoot the victim, obviously.
There's no indication that the defendant ever fired the gun.
All I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in stereo, it could reveal all sort of new information.
By any chance? Are you a fan of stereoscopes?
Oh, how did you know?
Because you have one like screwed on your forehead.
It never gets old, seeing two prints merge into one before your eyes. It's extraordinary.
To be honest, it looks like your eyes is about to break.
It's captivating. It's a height of the modernity.
Of course.
Oh yes. I think you'll find a stereoscope here to stay. Give us a new perspective we could only dream of before. It's the greatest invention the world has ever seen.
If only it could give a more meaner perspective in the case. So he has nothing more to say other than he loves the goddamn prince.
Hold it!
A bit of neck stretch. What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? You keep talking about having left something somewhere or something like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. As you probably can tell, I'm a surgeon.
He left something inside someone. Okay.
Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors, oh no. Even though me and my kind are the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field.
So, what is that you think you left behind?
Oh, well, a little embarrassing to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday. Standard thing went through the abdomen. But when I finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel anywhere.
What? Did he? Surely not.
Exactly, surely not. You say to yourself, don't you? Worrying, isn't it? Well, they've been troubling me the whole time. Couldn't really have left my scalpel inside a fellow's belly. Though of course I couldn't.
Also, I'm pretty certain that Sean's needed a surgeon yesterday, so... Yikes. Nice. That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter.
That's exactly my concern, and seeing as this case appears to be sewed up, I need to focus on trying to remember exactly where I've sewed up elsewhere. And now I'm surely made sure everything was back as it should be. Well, as sure as you could be without being sure.
So what you're saying is you don't really give a shit what's happening here?
Nope.
I'm gonna pit... This is the interesting. Because I'm gonna pit him with her. Those brothers are the scum of the earth. And he says those are... brothers are innocent.
Objection!
I'm gonna do those two to begin with. Those two statements are clearly contradicting each other.
Good lord, counsel, explain yourself.
Oh my statement. Contradictory? Contradictory?
Okay,
yeah. You're number 6, you got the wrong end of the stick.
I do not have stick. I have mouse.
Yeah, actually a very adorable mouse, to be honest. As your number 2 said earlier, now I had the worst idea because I know there is a... What is it? It's a rat VTuber? I don't know. Bale? What is it called? I don't know. I don't really remember. I sometimes watch, but I'm not like all into that. But I just feel like, what if someone just drew her like that then? Like that mouse. You know, kind of like, I don't know, do you know these like Disney toys? I think you spelled it right the first time. But there was like Disney toys that were like these small pig-like things. I don't know, they had like 4 stubby legs. And there were like either, like, I don't know, Dumbo, Winnie the Pooh, like, I don't know, everyone more or less. I just feel like doing something like that, but as the mouse, as that VTuber, or like the other way around, we say so. Yes, they shot Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen. I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court that you didn't hear. No problem, Troll Girl. Hope I will see you next stream. Who knows? I might be busy, like it's almost Christmas and stuff, so I can absolutely understand that. I'm gonna be like busy next week, so nothing on Saturday at least.
Abdomen.
Sir?
Sorry. My English still learning. My English is still learning.
Are you telling the court you didn't hear? I just love the mouse also looking.
Forgive me, I did not hear. Here is word abdomen, part of person's body, containing stomach and other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English, I'm Russian, not a native speaker.
It was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again. Oh, it's not there again, just who did this. Mouse!
So, you're telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying?
They said therefore we'd never done nothing, but in truth, they shot Detective Da. This double negative. Yes, it is, which means it's true. A double negative becomes true. Yes, that's exactly right. No, poor mouse! No! You're squishing the mouse! No! No! Don't do that! No! No!
Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by person who look like criminal.
Coming from you, that seems. Surprisingly productive.
This means
When they say we never took nothing, maybe it was also a big fat lie. Is this true? Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Enough! I trust no one now. It's not the mouse's fault, though, sir. I must see with all my own eyes. I must see investigation crime scene myself. I'm afraid I won't be
Yes, it is, Bruno. Easily.
Sorry?
Were the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder.
Ah,
If you compare the prints that pictures Ginny and the next print from a half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Coe, Mr. Prosecutor?
Coe? Who is Coe? Tut, tut. Calling the prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all types. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one. Yes, I'm like gonna find the wrongs here. Following this, the victim and accused moved into the store. Meanwhile, the skulking brothers entered the shop and similarly heard a fatal gunshot ringing out. Sadly, no one of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight.
So this was taken after Hurley was shot then? As far as I can tell, nothing has been taken.
That does seem to be the case. I can't notice anything obviously missing in the second print. So, brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing. It seems so, yes. Good. No, not good. You are right. I do not understand the situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think very well important to continue this trial. It's so strange to actually see the text so big there now. I can really just read it very easily now.
Yay, well done, Bruno. The balance is shifting.
Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. And if I can do that, it might just turn the situation to our favor still.
Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. And kindly hand a new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence.
I'm gonna check this because I did check that and something like flipped around. Another print and court record. I wonder if we can make use of that. It depends if we can actually show something to them. In lake of all lies or many dead fish, you must find truth for a not guilty verdict. Okay. I'm just looking. I'm pretty certain there's something. If I just could have them side by side, that would be something.
Hold it!
What do you mean look at the photograph in stereo?
Oh, sorry, what? You did not know?
Oh yeah, we know about this one. I'm pretty certain that we can do this now. It will pop out. My chance or your friend? Yeah, we already know that. I'm gonna see if this actually causes something. Okay, so it didn't give us anything. Uh,
Hold it!
sorry, radio transmission. What do you mean? I feel like it's just... There we go. Bit better.
Are you from the Far East? Stop.
Yes, from the Empire of Japan.
All communication with Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers took more than a month to complete the journey. Ah, but now we have electric telegram. So we can send messages using electric signals. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean beds connecting the entire world.
Thousands of miles of cable on the ocean bed. Makes my head just hurt thinking about it.
You're well informed, young lady. The cable will soon become a thing of the past. Stop.
And just when is it starting to catch up?
Radio transmission is the future. Stop. Messaging carried over airwaves to four corners of the globe. Stop. Excitement growing.
Stop. Okay. Yeah, you are playing with that thing, so it's about to break.
People say inventions like these stereoscopes are the height of technology, but an utter piffle. I don't understand it. I clearly can.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Juror number 3. Sorry to interrupt. You were obviously fumming, but... What? Do you perhaps somehow have things to say to juror number 5, last remark? As if I couldn't guess.
Oh, you bet. Say that again. Go on. Go on, I dare you. Goodness, are you talking to me?
I think it just might be yes.
You think your stereoscopes are just toys, do you? Absolutely. I mean, really. A machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions. Why on earth would you just not use your eyes to look around the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional.
What a great way to appease the man.
No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are no practical use at all.
You just don't know.
Pardon?
I think you'll find that viewing photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sort of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate. What sort of possibilities? Well, take a crime scene for example. If you had a pair of photographs from the crime scene, you would view through the stereoscope. You could reveal hidden clues you never noticed before. What?
Have you got any, Runo? Any prints you would look to the stereoscope?
Absolutely. How about these prints here? Maybe do the trick? Yeah, because I used to do that when like find the wrong thing.
Take that!
By like find 5 wrongs or something. And whenever you like did that and did the whole stereoscopic thing by crossing your eyes, you could actually see like a bit of a blur where something were wrong. Of course I can. Very well then. I'd like to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print. I'll amaze you all.
Take that!
Alright, these 2 prints were both taken with the same camera in window banks on the night in question. Yes, I see. Tell me some liar. Do you know how stereoscopic images work? Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I did have a lesson only yesterday. Yeah. But when it's like the same photo, but something's wrong, it just becomes like a blur, like a little ghostly thing. Yes, exactly.
It's that small shift between certain objects in 2 pictures that's really important.
So why not if you use 2 photographics that are exactly the same then? No, obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the scene 3-dimensionally anyway. Oh! Of course, now I see. I think your young girl has discovered the secret. Fuck, why isn't Gad your turtle girl able to see this shit? Fuck, I have to do this. I should have realized that she would do that. She looks so weird. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me? Have another look at these pictures from Hurley's camera, Runo. Go on. It's just so fucking lovely to just see her like, hi! Oh yeah, okay. It's an obvious difference. Hold on, I'm gonna actually do what I think of, except finding the people here. How odd. I don't know why, but it's like, if you don't do this at home yourself. Hold on, I'm just trying to find a good place to be. There we go, that's a good place to be. So for first of all, the ghostly things here are literally the people, and I understand that. The lamp has a bit of a ghostly shade because it's broken. But the weird thing is that the box, it's like the doll, the picture of the dog, the scale, the skull, and all the books and that there, it's like in 3D. It's like it has shifted, so it is like higher up than everything else. So I don't know if nothing was taken, but it has certainly been moved. Yeah, you can even see on the doll's legs that the doll's legs on the 1:30 AM is actually a bit further in. Ugh. Of course, there it is. The 2 people in the first and no people in the second. Well, yes, you can see that straight away, but now, try looking at a picture in 3 dimensions. Alright, I will give it a go. To start with... yeah. And this was for the 3DS as well, so... oh. They probably had something like that as well. Let's see if by crossing my eyes I can make the quill pens from each picture overlap in the middle. Wait. Well, did you manage to see it properly? Oh, fuck. Yeah. I'm just trying to skip this because it's just me pressing the wrong goddamn button. Yeah. So that's also kind of cool because that literally just tells you now that that's what's going on. That's what I saw. Now let's see. Here we go. Wait. Look at that. What's going on with these 2 pictures? Some of the things in the counter they sort of jump out at you. Of course he's not gonna be cross-eyed. I do love everyone is cross-eyed except for him. He literally just like, I ain't gonna goddamn do that. I'm gonna do this as well. Save that. Yes, no, that's it. You see, that's the other amazing power of the stereoscopes. Other amazing power? Is somebody going to explain this black magic, eh? Why do the Jews do some of the things in encounters seem to jump out like that? I think you'll find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. Basic principle of the stereoscope. As I said before, if you try to look at 2 identical pictures using a stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's a slight shift in the position of the certain object that lets you see the pictures 3-dimensionally. In other words, even though at first glance it seems the objects of the counter haven't moved at all between the 2 pictures, this shows actually there must have been a slight shift in their positions. Yes, there must have been. Now, hold fire there, sir.
Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I'd say. But why the devils does this shift between two prints exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fella? Come on, you're cross-eyed master.
What, me? I haven't the first idea.
You know, Runa, it's quite simple.
It is? It's because someone moved it.
Just think it through step by step.
The first photograph was taken 1 a.m.
And then 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position of some items and counter appears to have slightly shifted in the interim.
So that means in some in the half an hour interval, someone must have tampered with the things on the counter.
Soakers.
Someone tampered? New information, stop. Not mentioned in testimony so far, stop.
Yes, we had to go around in circles a little there, it seems. But starting to see what it should be aiming at is this summation examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We now know the item on the countertop were moved, but by whom?
Are you suggesting that you might know?
Of course. I can tell you right now who the responsible for the almost incredible shift in the items on the counter is.
Take that!
The brothers. It was the witness currently in the stand, the skulking brothers.
Wait, this does not agree with the brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not have the time to pull dukes from Lucy's lockets. My phrasebook says dukes is meaning hands and Lucy's lockets is meaning pockets. But this is another lie. Is this what you're saying?
It is. It surely is, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm afraid so.
Now hold on here a minute. You can't be sure of that.
I quite agree. The accused is a common pickpocket person. It's perfectly possible that she went through the thing on the desk to see what she might steal.
I think that's unlikely.
Why is that exactly?
As you can see from this photographic print, the defender was pointed a gun at the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing with Mr. Winterbank to open the storeroom door. In other words, Miss Lestrade intended to lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. All of which points to one thing. The Skulkin brothers have omitted key facts in their testimony.
But accused of the pick purse. Come on, got the trash. Why are you looking any further for the wrongdoer here?
Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madame. No better, in fact worse than pickpockers. I would believe that these brothers were looking for something in the victim's counter that night. Well, on the victim's counter, actually. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves?
Well said. I, for one, would like to hear more of that shady pair.
Okay, I didn't see that before, but sure thing.
Can you all see now?
I think you flying stereoscopes aren't playthings. You've seen extraordinary potential firsthand. That's more than enough, at least, I think. No, we need one more. I think she's just gonna buy herself a stereoscope, apparently. Nice.
Well, it would seem the trial has not yet run its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury has declared their inclinations via the mighty scale of justice. I hereby call the summation examination to conclusion with a balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean guilty, 4 lean not. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus. And I order this trial to continue.
Yay, well done. Oh, by the way,
What?
you should hold on to this rune. You never know when it might come in useful.
Twice in the trial would be unusual, surely, but alright.
Lord Van Seeks, you will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them.
I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord.
Sorry, just spacing out a bit. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue 1 more hour.
I'm not that tired, it's just like thinking about stuff and just like, oh, right, streaming. Right, I did something. What was that now again? To be continued. As it would more or less been as perfect time, to be honest, in a way, but yeah. We're gonna continue with 1 more hour.
1 more hour, people. 1 more hour. Order, please. Let us resume the proceedings. Witness, you will now retake the stand.
I'm gonna actually do something here. I'm gonna take something. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move that to. Can I move that in between here? Hello? No, I want to. Not up there, in between here. Apparently not. Oh, I can apparently have it out here if I want to. No, it's gonna be annoying. Oh, fucking hell, what happened with chat? No, fuck that. Not up there. Jesus.
I was trying to keep the chat on the left there, so I don't, like, I have to not move my head that much. Apparently I cannot. I can, like, take it away there, but huh.
I presume you heard the defense counsel summation examination?
Oh, yeah, Governor.
I did, Governor, I did.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. This is going to be a hard work. Early in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after they entered the Windy Banks. Yeah, they didn't touch anything.
They did not touch anything whatsoever.
However, that was a lie. You brothers. On the night in question, you riffled through the items on the victim's counter.
What never done son, nothing of the sort. How do you figure that out? You will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time you will tell the truth.
Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. I thought worth pondering, perhaps.
No more saying, Governor. We're all here.
Well, blab, we'll speak, we'll peach.
Alright, we did knock a few things over. We're in roughing or nothing.
Because we were hearing the gunshot, see, made us both jump and all, and stuff went flying.
Let me, didn't half given a fright. Because thinking they should have come out from the door and get us next.
We took everything back where it came from and scrapped. Straight into I'm in the black.
We could have shot the pawnbroker, you see. Never had the chance, did we?
So you admitted the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Winterbank's countertop on the night in question.
Not ransack him, no.
That's right, Nash, that's right. More like, we tied it up, yeah. Sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good with their mess. The way you say it, we hardly sound like wrath at all.
We don't, Nash, we don't. Can make them sound a bit more cutthroat.
It can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Windybanks that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. Yeah, they were looking for the box we are looking for. Okay, gonna press everything and check what we find here. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify that effect in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaking clean, are we?
We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good.
Well said, Ringo. Well, me old chinna. We'd only land ourselves in even more trouble. And in fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Ladies, landed yourself in even more trouble. Ah, well,
that's rotten luck.
just a rotten apple eater.
Witnesses, explain your action to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
We never ransacked nothing.
Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied up the place.
Again with that. I really don't like when you do that.
Hold it!
So what you're saying is the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much it knocked all those things off the counter. Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah? His bag of nerves and need to learn to keep its shirt on.
Look, it was loud, alright, blimey. Me dead granny would have woken up another bad bang.
Ew. What the fuck happened there? Something happened with the sound. Big brother is screaming like a blooming baby and fell over on the counter. Holy fuck, is something like... Oh Jesus, wait, hold on. Like the whole thing is just delayed as shit now. Jesus, I just gonna do something here. I don't really know what the fuck happened, but it's like just got so delayed. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on now. Ooh, Jesus, there we go. The whole thing just froze for a moment. Okay, we're gonna do this. Hold on, I'm just gonna disappear for a moment here. The game gonna disappear. There we go. Just had to like reconnect it a bit. Hello? Whoa, what the fuck is happening? The whole fucking thing is just broken. Am I still streaming? That's a question. Am I still streaming? Hold on, I'm gonna check my own stream here. Am I? Yeah. I'm not gonna touch anything right now. Am I live? Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Hold on. I'm just gonna check my own Twitch here. Just making sure that like I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Ooh, Jesus. Just realized something. What the fuck is that? Oh, I'm there. Yeah, I gotta be confused. I thought I didn't see everything I'm supposed to see. I'm getting knackered here as well. Also wasn't meant to do this, but apparently like everything just effed up a bit there. I don't know what happened. We knocked over a load of books and candles and some skull whatnot. Got tangled in some marionettes, knocked over a picture frame, and what knocked them scales on the floor. You really mastered the working quite done. What a rack! Oh, it's fucking happening again. Something is definitely causing fucking issues. Oh. I think I might know what the fuck it is. Could you stop doing whatever the fuck you're doing? Or I think I know what's wrong. Apparently I was downloading The Sims 4 in the background because of why not? Having something to do in the spare time or on stream. And I think it's just finished, which causes to install the goddamn thing, and I think it's just messing with my fucking software right now. Oh, diddly do. Okay, that explains what the fuck is going on. What the right? In short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some.
Right.
I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam!
Excuse me.
What exactly do you have a problem with that? I do wonder how it looks on stream, actually, with the whole freezing thing. Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add? Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. No, something to add about their testimony. You seem to react just now on what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something? It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't have been bothered to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. How about you just tell me what were on your mind? I'm gonna take something big to drink after this. As you know, we brought these fellas in the yard for questioning. Oh, fuck, it did it again. I think the fucking thing is trying to install some shit. Yeah, like, it is not having a good time right now. There we go. Could you please stop doing what you're doing? Like, hold on, I'm gonna quit this thing. Good God, I cannot even do that because the fucking thing is going on. My goodness sake. Okay, it's gonna have... I don't know what's happening here, but apparently it's like... Apparently it's just gonna do shit in the background, gonna just freeze everything here. And the statement in the game told a slightly different story than what it's saying right now. Okay, it's going asunder a bit again. Hold on, I'm gonna get myself something to drink while the whole thing is just being a mess. I have been... Delayed again, the sound versus the... I'm gonna have to do this again. Oh, I think it's done also, by the way. Good God, thank you. No, fuck that, fuck that. Stop. Stop. I want anything to do with that right now. Did I?
You claimed you heard a victim shout something up. Victim shout out before the gunshot.
Might I, Gov?
Give a... Might have, Gov. Might have. Does ring a bell now you mention it. Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling that, like it perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, fellas? If I did discover the witness's testimony has been more than sloppy, that had been a hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against him.
Easy, easy.
We'll get it right this time.
That's right, yeah. It's all coming back to me now.
Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever detail we have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs. Right you are, Gov.
Hold it!
So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously.
We did, Gov. We did.
Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of a wavering voice before the yell and all.
If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Kind of a thing.
Wait, what did they say? If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. So it probably was one and the other. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Of course we could. The other side of that door behind the counter it was.
From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Winterbank.
On my granny's life, of course it was.
On his granny's life, cause it was. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winterbank and the sound of his voice. So that would mean what?
What night? What? Are there ideas? Yes, counsel. Indeed it would.
Okay. You're... Nah. We didn't know we the geezer.
Well, I'm supposed to night was the bloke in all the fancy club are giving us the evil eye.
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
On my granny's life it is.
On his granny's life, it must be. It's a good thing his granny's out, Jesus.
To summarize, then immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the item on the counter, scattering them over the shop's floor. You make it sound like we're clumsy.
Don't forget, we take it up after like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it. That's interesting. The bloke who owned the place was holding a gun. He would have just fired instead of yelling at the girl.
Hold it!
He's saying that Mr. Wingerbank had a gun in his hands. Oh yeah, that was a side, yeah? Them two waving them guns at each other. Must have been pretty neat. I mean, just before he shut out, where the geese safe, you don't want to get shot.
They really sound like you meant it in mind. More of another threat, you could say.
Mr. Winterbank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, it repeatedly pulled a bullet in someone's head if required. That someone being himself, of course.
A good grief, extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Well, certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger and on the other night. Only the person who's gonna shoot Pete, I'm to it, cooked its goose proper. But we must wish Betty wished it squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun." And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. Well, it's more or less on the same time, Gov. Kind of a thing. But that's the thing, though. They say that he had a gun, but she was the one that held the gun. So I'm very confused here now. Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck. Before everything went dead quiet.
Well, after that, we done slapdash job tidying up the place.
That's strange. He held the gun? I'm gonna do this because we already found a lot of stuff now. I get the feeling that has something to do with it. You're saying that in the night of question, the victim, Mr. Winterbug, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gov. You got the picture.
Very nice, yes, no question.
And yet the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winterbug was not in possession of a firearm of any description. You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more?
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. You're chronologically severely lacking, counsel.
Yeah, that's right.
Too right, Nash, too right. The old geezer could have been about to turn the tables on the girl. No, I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence. Continue with the cross-examination, counsel. And heed my earlier warnings, witness.
I'm gonna check the gun. I haven't even checked this gun actually. There's ammunition still loaded in 5 of its 6 revolver cylinders.
Yes, which tells us that only one single bullet has been fired from it.
Exactly.
The bullet is the Hurley, in fact, isn't it?
Yes, it happened almost as soon as we walked through the Winterbank's door. Okay. So that's not enough of information. I'm gonna continue a bit.
Hold it!
I'm gonna continue because right now it's just empty. So you didn't try to open a storm door then?
Not in your life.
It went dead and quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me. But anyway, the door was locked, weren't it? So way was... No way that was opening.
Yes, of course, it was locked from the inside. Or so we've been led to believe.
It was garbage, was, from the inside.
Right. So we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get the view of the inside of the room. Like through the keyhole or a spy hole, perhaps. Don't ring no bells, don't ring no light.
We had to cut run before they noticed anything like that.
We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day... Okay.
But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away.
Yes, unfortunately. Nina wasn't there unconscious with the gun in her hand.
To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the store?
That's right, Gov, that's right.
That's right.
I couldn't have, even if we wanted to.
Hold it!
Yes, whatever upon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Sherlock Holmes. Oh, yeah. It was a bit nasty there.
We was not, we was. Truth to be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up.
If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
Good advice, miss, good advice.
Truth to be told, me mine went totally blank. These two are weirdos.
After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or something, so they clapped us in derbies on us like winning.
I don't know what they're trying to say right now.
And after you've been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct? Well, yes.
But listen, that proves it. Proves it, doesn't it?
Hold it!
And why would we believe that?
Eh, well,
Because it's true, isn't it?
The place was totally empty when we went in. At that time, the victim was already in the store, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never laid eyes on the preparer of the pawnbroker, Mr. Winterback. Correct.
You got it, mister. Oh, one person. Down to a T. So the Skulking brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winterbank. Is that really true, I wonder? That's it. That's the full extension of the testimony.
what is it, Bruno? You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired.
Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'd probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something important. It's not just more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it.
Well, feelings can be very logical at times.
Right?
You can all take that in your brain and will quietly analyze it to come up with feelings like you described. If I concluded that there's something suspicious about their testimony without knowing why, that's all. I think you should try and trust your instinct.
He was holding a gun. Was that the gun then?
Hold it!
I'm gonna do this again because they said they didn't see him. They're saying that Mr. Wingback had a gun in his hand.
Oh yeah, but
That was a sight there. The two of them waving guns at each other must have been pretty heated. I mean, just before we shouted out, we are the geezers, say, if you don't want to get shot.
It didn't really sound like you meant it, though. Meant it, mind. More like an empty threat, you would say.
Yeah, but here comes the interesting part. You say you never saw them. That's what I'm trying to go here right now. Well, it certainly sounded like it was ready to pull the trigger in the other night. Only the person who got shot and beaten to it. Curtis goes proper.
But I wished it squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun."
And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. It was more or less like the same time, Gov. Yeah, so you tidy up the place. Whoops, it's just me pressing buttons here.
Hold it!
Because the thing is that I don't think I can use evidence right now, but that's literally the thing. They're saying they didn't see anything, but they said that was a sight, seeing them with a gun in hand. That they quiet after they did, but we weren't. So they literally just say we saw it, but we didn't want to see it, so we didn't see it. Yeah, you say that, but you also said that you had seen it. It looks like the bullet went through, because if the way they showed it is true, then they must find another bullet. What if the crime was not in the storeroom? No, it cannot be, because that was the bullet that Sholmes got shot by, but where is the third bullet then? Because it's literally, if they show exactly this way, does that mean he got shot like that and up there? But that means that it must have been from behind.
Hold it!
They literally say that they have seen it though. This is gonna be fun. The last like 20 minutes. Not the easiest one like Nakud.
Hold it!
Such a weird people, these guys. Okay, so I need some proof now. That's what I need. I think. I'm gonna go and like press the other things and see if like something updates, because sometimes it's just like we need to press something to be able to press something else.
Hold it!
I don't know if I did this though. Okay, so that's that. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm trying to just update the text so I like can press the button. Hmm. I'm getting so tired. I'm just sitting here thinking what the hell I'm going to try and do here.
Hold it!
Ah, I think I know now. I did the wrong picture. Because what we just literally proves here is like, yeah, see this picture, she had a gun. But that's the thing, they're saying now they didn't see anything, but they know exactly what happened. So what we have to prove is we don't see anything either. So how do you know that? I'm gonna present the other picture and try that.
Objection!
No, apparently that didn't work. Shit. I thought it would work. Okay, apparently not. So it worked with the other picture.
Objection!
So it works with this. I do wonder if it is that you just had to like press everything to be able to get all the information here.
Objection!
Hmm. Okay, so that picture doesn't fully work. And the other picture doesn't work at all. I thought it might have, because you can technically not see anything, but it literally say that's how it went on. That's what I'm stuck with right now, that they know what happened. And they shouldn't be knowing that.
Objection!
Nope. I'm literally just trying some stuff out now. Like, I think I am a bit too tired to be able to figure shit out right now. So I'm just trying to see if I can find anything, because I feel this is literally the one we have to do anything on.
Objection!
Oh. This is more like, this is a bit stupid of me, but the way they showed it. I was discussing it before, that when they showed it, it was from the front, but it was shot in the back. Or through the back, I don't know. So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winterbank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's right, Gov. We got the picture. And she has, no question. And yet the photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winterbank was not holding a firearm at any description. That's true as well. That's true. That's why they say chronologically. God damn it. Okay, my bad.
What?
Gordon Bennett, iron, right?
Objection!
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Winterbank's gun was found at the scene. Not only that, it's identical as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand. Yeah, that's up, Muller. Used the victim's own gun to finish him off.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are, right there. If the crime scene had taken place as you colorfully described it in your testimony, it would give the rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moment you just acted out.
Goodness. Are you sure, counsel?
You intrigue my lord. Sorry, my voice. But let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates this consistency in the witness portrayal of the victim's final moments? He got shot in the
Take
back.
that!
According to the testimony, the witness claimed to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by gunshot.
Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we have been led to believe.
Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that the moment of the death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, if I could ask the court to study the photograph of the victim's body again, I can clearly see that Mr. Winterback was in fact shot from behind. So as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony.
That is the God and the God's one's truth. It is nice, it is. When we was shot that night.
The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleeding eyes. Yeah, you're right just now. You said you actually saw Mr. Winterbank holding a gun. And something like that might have slipped out. Even he is shocked. Ladies and gentlemen, you have all heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to be contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Order, order. Witnesses, explain yourself at once.
Well, the thing is, it weren't supposed to.
It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears.
I made it quite clear that false witnesses would be death.
Am I to understand that you replaced the untruth of your original testimony with renewed lies?
I'm so sorry, Governor. Truth is, we
Cut it out, Nash, cut it out. If we blab, you'll know what will do to us.
Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you. Bruv, come on. Get your games up.
But they'll have our guts regardless.
Get this. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out.
On the night in question, it is now appeared that you have brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Well...
Do we have to?
On pain of death, I suggest you make yourself fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Alright. You just got inside the gaps ever an even sigh of relief when the geese showed up his mug.
Give me that gun, Bella, and then it flew at us like it was possessed. I thought we had it.
Yeah, for an old geese, he was strong as an ox. He shocked me over the counter.
Pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through that door in the back room.
We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear.
You're now telling us that the moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop. Well, yeah. Sorry.
Well, we found ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably.
But to be honest, Governor, this time,
This time, Nash, we ain't go nothing more, do I? Very well, Counselor. For the defense, you may proceed with cross-examination. Your cross-examination.
I think I'm gonna actually end it here. Getting knackered. I'm gonna take some supper. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna stretch a bit as well. Well, we got us somewhere at least. I had a bit of problem before and just took the wrong picture. I do with trying to wonder how he actually got shot then. Because I don't think it was the girl. The girl had his gun, but he had his gun on them. So that's the question. Also, I'm too knackered to more or less trying to explain what the hell I'm trying to say here, to be honest.